Alright, welcome back guys. This is another Kingdom Rush video. We got Therian and Vesper as our two heroes doing Desecrated Temple Heroic challenge. And we got our towers and upgrades, which you see on screen, notably the flamethrower. Interesting choice here. I have 7 extra points. I should have 5 at this point. 5 extra points because I skipped ahead. And I do apologize for skipping ahead, but we are almost caught up and then we'll be back to normal. So just follow that build. You should be good to go. Okay, so starting off, we have the Mage Tower again on that bottom center side, flamethrower, and the top center roundabout area. That's going to be important. And then, of course, over on the left-hand side, we have the tower. The special tower we get on this level only, which is the Dark Ray Tower. Keep that upgraded at all times. It is a very important tower. Very expensive though. It cost 300 the first time, but it will get cheaper the more you use it. Now this level I didn't think was particularly difficult. Well, there's one part. Okay, in wave 4, you get 4 of the void blinkers that come from the abyss. That part tripped me up once, so you'll need to prepare for that. Otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward level. I would use the demon pits. You can see one on the top and one on the bottom as your barracks, and then just a combination of archers and the flamethrower in the center. I feel like is a very good place to put it because it gets a lot of just area damage on, especially the guys coming from the top. They want to clump up and just does massive damage. Therian can kind of be wherever. Again, I just think on these levels where there are lots of things that kind of summon other things and want to run really quickly past your defenses, having a Therian to instantly teleport to where they are is like invaluable. It's like an extra reinforcement you can just call on demand. As far as the other hero, Archer Bro, Vesper, jury is still out on whether he's better than the previous like Anagro guy. Yeah. I actually don't know. In my opinion, he may not be better. I actually thought Vesper felt a little bit underwhelming here, but he wasn't like bad, but I felt like he was okay. I was hoping that he would just do a little more damage, be a little more versatile than Anagro, and I feel like he was just okay. He is a little bit faster, but very mid feeling. I think that you could swap that Vesper out with just about anybody and have similar results as long as you kept Therian. At the bottom, of course, we have the heavily armored dudes and the Razor Claws with a lot of health, so definitely having that level 4 Mage Tower. And then on the top, we put points into the Flamethrower and the Ballista. And that should do you, as long as you careful those Vile Spawners, you always put your Paragon Knights right on top of them. And then in the back, you keep that Death Ray Tower up. You should be good. And then, of course, we'll be putting on that center roundabout, we're going to be putting an Archer Tower. And I probably should have done this sooner, but we're going to get an Archer Tower in that center roundabout area. The idea was that they would just die before they got to the glare area, so they don't get buffed. But some of them do slip past, especially the little Glarelings. So you'll need to have an Archer Tower there to kind of finish them off. But going into the final wave, you can see we have Demon Pit upgraded at the top. We've got our couple points into the Flamethrower, fully upgraded Mage Tower at the bottom. Therian and Vesper kind of chilling at the top right now, but they'll go back and forth. Goal at the bottom should always be to keep those tanky enemies in range of your Mage Towers. Once they get out of range of the Mage Tower, you're definitely going to have problems. Especially with the Razor Claws or the Blade Claw Horrors. Those guys get in the glare and they move really quickly. You're going to start seeing that right now. Look at that movement speed. That's just actually ridiculous at the bottom. Thankfully, we have this clutch tower called the Desecrated Temple, which we're going to quickly upgrade. Or I'm sorry, the Dark Ray Tower. No. We're going to upgrade. That's going to help us finish off the rest of these guys. But it got a little tight at the end, mostly because the Blade Claw Horror was able to get buffed a little bit. So we had to do a little bit of selling and buying a last minute tower, but we finished it off. And that is GG. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You have a good one.